Hello, welcome back to Rivers End Dental. I promised some science experiments and I'm going to deliver those today. And the purpose of the science experiments is to help you understand cavities or dental caries. So as you can see, I have 3 scientific items placed before me, and these are going to help us to understand how cavities work, and I'll use them to help teach a little bit more. I also have this wonderful mister that makes it seem really sciencey. So the first experiment we're going to do is to use a turkey leg, which they said it was from a turkey. This is from the Fall Fest. It took me about a week to eat all of it. I'm not really sure how they do that to a turkey, but this is a turkey leg. I'm going to place this turkey leg in vinegar, and we will see in a few days. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the other end. I shouldn't have done that, but it's going to be a little stinky. I'm going to do this end in the vinegar. All right. That is acetic acid, okay? We'll get more into detail on that. This is a common chicken egg. We're going to place it in vinegar as well. Many of you have probably done these experiments, and you probably know the outcome. The last experiment I'm going to do is I'm going to use some phosphoric acid. It's what we use fairly commonly when we're doing fillings. It's kind of a way we prime the tooth before we do the filling on it. But I'm going to place it on this glass, and I've actually taken and got one of our logos, and we'll see how this turns out. But I'm going to place this phosphoric acid on the glass, and we're going to look at these in a few days. And so I'll see you back in a few days. All right, I'm back at you. It's been a couple days, and I'm ready to show you guys some of the results from our science experiments. Now, I'm pretty excited about 2 of the 3. The third one, this turkey leg, I believe is going to take a little longer than I really want to take to make this video. So I may have to give you an update on that. If you want to run this experiment at home, do not use a massive turkey leg. It takes a long time, it seems. But anyway, the etch test we did looks like it's going to be pretty good. And the egg test, that's an easy one. It was basically ready like the next day. It goes pretty quick, so if you want to do it at home, that's one that you won't have to wait too long on. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off and get a little closer up so you can see the action. And then I'm also going to go and rinse this off. So let me show it to you right now. Hopefully that shows up pretty good. But you can kind of see it's kind of frosted. Some of that is just the etch that's dried up. Now, I do have to disclose, with the etch that I used the first time, that blue stuff, I could tell it wasn't really doing a lot. And so I had rinsed it off and I replaced it with another etch we use to etch glass or porcelain when we go to cement certain types of crowns on. So I did change the etch out, but both of them are an acid, and it'll get the point across that I'm trying to make. Okay, let me pause this for a moment and get geared up for showing you the egg. Okay, we're back. I got everything cleaned up, ready to take a look at it. So here we have the etched glass. I'm going to put up against a black background. Hopefully you can see that a little bit easier. See how that Rivers End Dental logo is kind of frosted into that. Further demonstration of that, I've got one of our casserole dishes, and it has our last name etched into it. My wife did this at some church activity, and you know, this really cuts down all the potential strife that could happen at a potluck. You know, no, that's my dish, no, that was mine. You know, so that's what that's all about. So that etchant, or that acid, had frosted that glass. It pulled out some of the minerals and leaves it rough. Okay, so now to our egg demonstration. So with the egg, I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer for you. Sorry, this is rough film editing and all that. I'm a dentist, I'm not a photographer, so you get what you get. So you can tell it's soft now. And you know, just like any normal person,
you're sitting there, it's Saturday, you're sitting there in your underpants watching Netflix, binge watching whatever your favorite show is, and you, of course, have some bagel bites that you're chomping down on. And you know, you get that one that's on the edge of the plate, and for some reason it gets cooked way more than the others and ends up like super tough. And you go and bite into it, and you got that tooth that has been getting exposed to those acids, and you bite down on it, and oh. Now, if you're a little queasy from watching that, I totally understand. That's pretty gross. But yeah, that actually basically had pickled that egg on the inside. But hopefully you're still with me. Kind of gross to watch, but you know, dental caries is it's ugly business. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. Hang in there, pal. I know you're excited. You just can't wait to erupt. Get out there and show them what you're made of. But let me tell you, you're in a nice spot right now, because when you get out into that cruel world, it's going to be a constant barrage of acids. And you know, the day and age we live in, our diet is just full of sugar and carbohydrates, and we just snack all the time, and it doesn't give you any time to rebuild. But now is the time for you to grow strong. I want you to enjoy it while it lasts. Hang in there, buddy. Well, that was probably a little weird for you to watch, but you know, that's just how I feel about teeth. I'm passionate about keeping them healthy. And truly, it was just a segue for me to explain our experiments and what those mean. So with acids are corrosive. They leach stuff out of our teeth. They take minerals out. If you can think of a brick wall, that's kind of what our teeth is. It's got all these little bricks, and those bricks are the different minerals. And as we get acid on our teeth, some of those bricks get taken out. Now, have courage, or take hope, because our bodies are built with the ability to add new bricks back in. Our spit is full of minerals, and whenever we get acid on our teeth that pulls those bricks out, our spit is there to push them back in. Now, our body needs a little bit of time to do that. So if we're constantly snacking, we're constantly feeding the bacteria that are producing the acid in our mouths, it doesn't give our bodies enough time to actually rebuild. And so it's the frequency that matters, because whenever those bacteria eat, they produce lactic acid. And that lactic acid, although it's a mild acid, over time can do a lot of damage. And just like when ice gets thin and eventually will break through, that's what a cavity is. It's when it finally gets leached out enough that it breaks through, and it can't rebuild itself at that point. At some point, it's so deep that a dentist has to get involved and do a filling for you. Now, fluoride is an amazing thing, and I don't want to get too into fluoride right now because I'll do another video on it. But fluoride basically is a strong brick that when it's in the spit or in our bloodstream, when the tooth is being built, it actually makes that brick extra strong and extra tough to pull out. So when you get that acid in your mouth, it doesn't pull those bricks out as easy. And so that's kind of why fluoride is so amazing. And when it comes to developing teeth, by the way, this is my son's x-ray. He bumped his tooth, and we've been having to watch it because this tooth is kind of turned dark. But he's got his permanent teeth up there developing. And we're hoping he has a little bit of fluoride in his diet that's getting in when these are forming, because that fluoride soaks into those teeth, or is incorporated in as the framework of the tooth is being built, and it strengthens them, kind of like adamantium infused bones for any of you X-Men fans out there. But that's kind of what fluoride does. It helps kind of combat that brick taking out action that the acids in our diets has. Now, I can go on and on about our diets and different acids. Basically, the modern diet is we're exposed to a lot, and even most of the drinks we have are all acidic. Even some bottled waters that you are drinking throughout the day are actually acidic, so you have to look into that. But hopefully that little bit of knowledge is power, helps you understand a little bit better dental caries. But I want you to take hope, because it doesn't mean you can't have sugar. It doesn't mean you can't have carbohydrates. It just means you need to do those in moderation. Don't take that soda and sip it all day long. Drink the soda and be done with it. If you're sipping all day long, you're stoking the fire of the bacteria, and they're feeding all day long and producing that lactic acid. And if you are brushing and flossing, you're getting off a lot of those bacteria. You're getting off those big clumps, the plaque on your teeth, that are going to help minimize how much of that acid is being leached onto your teeth and causing problems. So, enough of this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too boring. We hope to see you at Rivers End Dental. You can schedule online, riversenddental.com. You can call us, 970-639-1500. And we can't wait to make you smile. Take care.